They are attempting to tangle you up in their delusions and paranoid hallucinations. This could be something you're dealing with. This is a general reading for anyone watching. And I just heard, I don't feel like having kids. Somebody's asking you why you weren't pregnant or why you weren't having kids. If that's something you're going through, or I just heard that now. And you said, or somebody said, I don't feel like having kids. And whoever asked you that question was just like, okay. Like they really thought they had a hold on you and controlling your life and the direction it was going in. But you just said, I don't feel like doing that. So I'm not doing that. And you don't feel no type of guilt about it. And it is what it is. So let's see what kind of energy we got for you. As we close up this series, we have Genesis 18. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. We know this is the story where she laughed out loud. And the angel that said, this old woman is about to get pregnant, was like, why did you laugh? And she denied laughing. And the angel was like, but you did laugh. Okay, that's why I don't know how much of that got recorded, but I don't know if you just got the confirmation or not, but this is the confirmation. Is the story of Sarah getting pregnant and having a baby. So I don't know if this is a situation where you want to have a child, but you are unable to, or you don't want to have a child, but someone is trying to speak it on your life that you are about to get pregnant. Somebody basically feels like there's a gap or a hole in your life that they need to fill. That's how they're reading your energy. Like you need more responsibilities in your life. And it's just something you don't feel like doing. Do ye not know that they which minister about holy things live of the things of the temple, and they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar? I got to keep looking at this camera, make sure it's not cutting off. But some of y'all could be a prophet. You know, like how priests don't engage in sex or something. Some of y'all could be, I just saw a virgin here. Some of y'all could be, virgins, abstinent. The Lord is righteous, for I have rebelled against his commandment. Here I pray you, all people, and behold my sorrow. My virgins and my young men are gone into captivity. So somebody could be trying to tie you down to a position. Like they feel like you're not doing enough. You made a name for yourself, which remains to this day. Maybe they feel like you're too focused on building your career. You sent miraculous signs and wonders against Pharaoh, against all his officials and all the people of his land, for you knew how arrogantly the Egyptians treated them. And then it says you made a name for yourself. So yeah, you're around this generation that's trying to get you pregnant. Basically, they feel like, okay, now we get you. We understand where you're coming from. Where's your kids? Why don't you have any kids? Because you don't feel like having kids. I don't know. I want to move off of that, but the fact that it was confirmed, it makes me want to kind of dive a little deeper into that. I hope I got it on camera. But that's why I want to say everything that's on my mind, because things are constantly being confirmed. And, I'm just picking these cards up from the pile randomly, and they're just confirming everything. It says, commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. You definitely could be manifesting right now. And so you're really tapped into spirit. It's almost like it's like a womb connection where things are manifesting just like as you speak it. Or maybe this is someone like an angel coming to you and placing blessings. I'm about to say things in your womb, a child in your womb, a project, a purpose. This is an idol that's coming up. Someone says, I am nothing. I'm worthless. Jeez. I can't save anyone. I'm made of wood or gold. I'm a graven image. I've been hammered. Some people consult me. Some people trust me. Don't make me. Keep away from me. Um, I have a mouth, but I can't speak. I can't save it. Okay, so yeah, this is an idol, and this is a Christian card game where they give you hints about this thing, and so these are the hints that someone is saying, like, stay away from me. So we're gonna see how that relates to this energy, and then you have Veronica. The relic is still preserved in St. Peter's Basilica. Veronica, the woman who wiped the face of Jesus with her veil as he carried the cross on his way to Calvary. The cloth was imprinted with the image of Jesus' face. Look, and we're talking about images. Tiberius of an ailment when he touched the image. So this may be coming up as an idol, like something that you may be worshiping, or I don't know how. I'm gonna wait to come back to that. But this is like a cloth with Jesus's face on it, something that's being saved. But then there's all this warning, like, don't worship me. It says, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, be remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. And then we have something here, commit thy way to the Lord and trust in him. He'll make it come to pass. So I feel like there's a warning here not to get too caught up in superstitions. Like, even with these cards, you know, like, they're divination tools. They're not like, you know, magic carpets or anything that fly around on their own. I don't know. I'm just bringing that back to this situation. I feel like maybe there's something that God Spirit is saying, don't worship, because it's still me. Like, don't get caught up in the possessions, and remember that it's still me behind all of this. Because God can use anything to talk to you. You have Saint Joseph here. Jesus is dead. This is Joseph, Jesus' dad. Something's interesting here, because I'm kind of going away from the biblical meanings of this, and it's like Joseph being Jesus' dad, and like, I don't know if I can go this far with my own religion, but it's like, I feel like there's energy here, like, suppose Joseph and Mary just had premarital sex. That's what the energy is like. There's someone pulling on you right now that's literally from this earth, and they want you to remember that. Okay, so something just cut. What I said is, there's energy pulling from the earth that's reminding you that it's God. It's not the planet, it's not the earth, it's not the people, it's not the things, it's God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So it's the Word. God is the Word. It's your thoughts and your words are making things come to pass. And I'm hearing that as well. That's why I'm trying to focus on God and money. That's what I care about. Stay away from the negativity. It's there, and I'm not going to completely pretend that it's all happy and sunshine, but at some point it really can be, if you focus on God and what you care about. Sever vows of poverty. Look, how on point is that? I'm saying, like, I'm not going to completely forget about it, but at some point you really do have to completely cut yourself off from the thing that you're not dealing with, and you might have went down very far, because God tells us to. Jesus tells us to sell everything and follow him, and maybe you did, and this is where it leads to eventually saying, okay, cut it off now. Cut off, sever ties to poverty, because we're moving into wealth. And so all the people who were expecting people to give them something for free, and you know what poverty is really about, is not moving out of poverty. But I feel like you went through poverty, and you had to deal with some things of a lower level and a lower standard than you're used to. But that's because you went through it, and you are now separating yourself from everybody who doesn't want to go through the work that you've been through. It says, dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for anyone and everyone involved in all directions of time. And these are cards from Doreen Virtue, who has separated herself from these cards. She doesn't hold herself accountable for any of the words she's written. I'm holding myself accountable for purchasing these cards. These aren't her actual cards, but these are printout recopies of her cards. I'm holding myself accountable for these cards. Anything that I say, I'm holding myself accountable for it. So if it turns out that you were supposed to be poor all your life, but now you're rich, I'll hold myself accountable for that as well. Okay, so let's get a couple more cards for this energy. Because now we're starting to cut off again, so I don't know what the deal is. Let me just stay on track. Okay. And this is clarifying. They are attempting to tangle you up in their delusions and paranoid hallucinations. Page of Grains. Four of Grains. Okay. Nine of Grains, Ace of Grains. Look at that. All of that is grains. Page of Grains, Four of Grains, nine of Grains in reverse, and Ace of Grains in reverse. So that's what they're planning on doing. They see you as being a hard worker. They see you as being someone focused, and you have a lot of potential. They want to use that to try and flip it over on his head and steal your Nine of Grains energy. They feel like you're definitely headed to a place where you're going to see all of this abundance. You're going to be rewarded for all the work that you're doing and all the work that you do. Everything's going to work out fair, and that's why they're trying to tangle themselves up right now. Also, they don't want you to remember that this is something that you chose. And when you put your head to something, when you put your mind to something, you can definitely accomplish whatever you put your mind to through Christ. So these paranoid hallucinations is exactly that, paranoia and hallucinations. Like, I don't know if you can hear it. I just realized you can't hear half the stuff I can hear just because I'm living in my own house. And I guess the phone is blocking out a lot of some of that noise, but it's really paranoid to think that every car honk and every kid playing or every conversation is about you. Maybe that's something you have to go through. It takes a lot of work to realize if you've ever been pushed down and made to feel like a victim, if you've ever been victimized, or if you ever slipped into that slippery slope of, you may start to feel like people are attacking you, or like whatever, their attitude has something to do with you. It doesn't make sense for it to. Even if it did, that would be crazy. That would literally be crazy if everybody was against you. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but people really aren't against you. Even if they were, that would be crazy. So you don't actually have to feel like people are against you when they're not. They're just living their life. But that's what I feel like someone's trying to get you tangled up into, feeling like people are against you, feeling like every conversation is about you, like you're not allowed to relax because you got to be on guard, make sure their demons don't get on you. And that's just not the case. I feel like you're much stronger than that, and you're getting even stronger as the days go on. You just don't move backwards, okay? You have humbleness. Stay humble at this time, because you're moving to a place where your confidence is everything, and you needed your confidence to be where you are, but you are allowed to excuse me, you are allowed to tone it down a bit, because you don't need to fight where you're going. Okay, so let's get into these cards and see a little bit more about this energy. Someone trying to get you tangled up as usual. But it's ending now. We're coming closer towards the end of this series. This energy is ending. You have Three of Pentacles. Somebody's making a plan. And I'm going to say it's a positive plan. But I feel like this person is standing outside your window. I literally just talked about this. I literally just said it's not happening. But here we go with the Three of Pentacles. It feels like someone is standing outside your window trying to get your attention. There could have been someone who wanted you to see like them. Like they could have been a paranoid schizophrenic, but they never got a diagnosis for it, and they feel like the world is against them, and they wanted someone to share in this pity party with them. It could have been a whole population of sense, and you remain positive, and now they're kind of on their own. because you don't even feed into the acknowledgement that this person even exists. I feel like you've been through enough to allow yourself to ignore this person and their mental problems. They're not your problems. Round and round cycles triggers lessons. This person is constantly going through being triggered, feeling like they're attacked. That's why they try to attack other people and get them to feel like they're under attack as well, because they want to live in this cycle of being triggered. They never learned their lesson. This is the lesson. You're not under attack. Is a delusion, is a paranoia, is a hallucination. But people don't want to listen to that. They just want to keep feeding into this, like, oh, okay. So you just gonna set your water like this, like you just gonna, you just gonna slap down your car like that in my face, and like, yeah, they think everything is about them. Give them space. Separate the space between you and whoever this is, even if this is an old personality of yours and thinking like people are attacking you. It's just not happening. Moving forward, it's not happening. So if this is something that happens in the future, nobody is getting any type of representation, at least not on my channel. I'm not representing the paranoid schizophrenic delusions. I refuse to. Even though this is the psychic ward, I don't know. Maybe I'm not allowed to let everybody go. But who knows? Maybe I could change the name of the channel. Whatever. Is this it? Because I'm feeling like this is it. We just got started. Let me see what else is going on. I definitely want to separate myself as quickly as possible. Someone in the darkness, distrust, curiosity. Like, I'm getting rid of these cards as well. Once I'm done with this energy, you don't have to keep going back in the past. If this is something you're dealing with, someone snooping on your energy, it's happening right now because I'm reading it. But how many times you gonna reread the same book? Unless it's the Bible, you don't need to keep rereading the same energy. But yeah, someone snooping on your energy, trying to tag along. It's probably going to be something where there's some space and some time, and they don't realize that time or space has passed, and then all of a sudden you're a different person. So they're not even going to see the transition. Things are just going to change without their awareness because they refuse to let go. They don't want to learn the lesson. They don't want to move on and go with you to a positive place. They just want to keep bringing things back down to this negative low level, this negative aura. It says, I feel your energy around me every day. Whether this is you or them, they feel your positivity. Meanwhile, they're just continuously negative. So it's like you can feel it all you want, but once you separate yourself, create some space and some distance between this person, they're not going to be able to trace you or track you. And then you're going to be on your own. And then you just completely ignore them. You'll be one of those people like, what was that? I thought I heard something. Oh, I didn't hear nothing. Must have been the wind. Okay? Because for real, like, enough is enough. That's the energy I have for this reading. If that's something you resonate with, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know in the comment section if this is something you resonate with. You can join my members only. You can book a personal reading if that's something you're interested in. You can also click around, find some other things what you're into. Okay, it's all in the links in the descriptions posted below. So that's all the energy I have for this reading, and I'll see you in the next one.